Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today we get to take a look at the 2024 Lincoln Navigator L Black Label. This model is finished off in Manhattan Green Metallic. MSRP start at $111,000. We have a lot to cover for this jumbo SUV. So let's start off with what this is powered by, which is the 3.5 liter twin turbo V6. This is paired to the 10-speed automatic, and it pumps out 440 horsepower, 510 pound-feet of torque. Sent through the full-time four-wheel drive system, it will propel this 6,000-pound SUV from 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds. And as far as fuel economy goes, you're looking right around 16 miles per gallon in the city, 22 out on the highway. Now, as we work our way to the exterior styling, you will notice there's a lot of chrome for this model. It's on the Lincoln logo. There's also the integrated forward-facing camera. There's chrome for the entire surround, as well as the bar in the middle, and then all the accents within that grille too. Everything is LED up front, where you just have the headlights and DRLs up top. Turn signal in the middle, fog lights are down below. There's all the parking sensors, more chrome for that lower section, and then a few lines that come down the hood. Now, this is also equipped with a set of 22-inch wheels with a really neat design to them, that multi-spoke and two-tone pattern. Navigator is just behind that. You'll notice more chrome accents. There's the power folding side mirrors with the camera and turn signal. Full moonroof up top with the chrome roof racks there. And then there's even more chrome for the door handles. And being the L, it is stretched to give you more space in the rear, but it still has good proportions for that side. Now, there's also the body colored spoiler with the third brake light. There's the wiper blade. LEDs for all of the lights, including that one that is currently lit up, and then you have your tail lights on both sides. There's the backup camera, all the parking sensors. This can even tow right over 8,000 pounds. It also has remote start, so we can double tap this and it will start right up. You can also double tap that to shut it off as needed. Now, there's only one button on the key fob for the cargo space, so this is for the lift gate itself. You can actually open up the glass, which there's only one way to do it. Push that button up underneath. So if you have some smaller items, you can quickly gain access to those. And then if you want to use the button on the right side, that is how you can open up this lift gate. Now, with the third row currently up, look at the amount of space that you have. There's also some hidden storage underneath the floor that you can use as needed. And then over on this left side, this is how you can fold down both the third and second row. Now, the third row is all automatic. The second row, once you push on this button, they will fold flat, but you do have to go around and manually put the second row back up. So it just depends on the space that you need. You have quite a lot. There's also very large storage bins on both sides as well. And then only one button up top to close the power lift gate. Now, as we work our way to the back seating now, this does have the deployable power side steps there. And then there's also the green leather along with wood trim, black leather. There's some gloss black accents, a little bit of storage in the middle and then in that lower section. And then there's captain's chairs for this model. They are all manual, so you have the bar up front to slide them forwards and backwards, the handle on the side there to recline and incline, and then you can pull on this lever to push the entire seat forwards. So that's going to give us better access into the third row, where it can fit 3 people, and there's quite a lot of space. So you can move the seat forward if you need more. A little bit of storage in the middle. You can even recline these seats as well. There's cup holders, auxiliaries. You have some climate vents up top. So honestly, at 5'10", I could fit very nicely and ride around town in the back seat. And then if you want to hop into the second row, there's also grab handles too that you can use. You have storage pockets, you have some auxiliaries, there's cup holders right in the middle, and then you have sunshade adjustments that you can use. There's more cup holders, you have some more storage in the middle there. Hidden storage is located down below. And then I have a few inches above my head here. So honestly, second row is where you want to be, but with the L, you have plenty in that back. And then for the door panel up front, there's all these seating controls, memory seating adjustments as well. You can even adjust some of the other seats with these controls. There's the massaging seats, the window adjustments, side mirror controls, lock and unlock, plenty of storage. Black Label is also an illuminating badge down on the door sill there. And then we have these very nice seats that have so many adjustments. Hopefully you can tell right now that this leg support is farther out than this one, and you have several adjustments for the backrests there as well. And we're greeted with the solid black steering wheel. Paddle shifters are on both sides. There's volume and tuning, all of your cruise and adaptive cruise control settings. And then on the right side, you do have some shortcuts for your head-up display, music navigation, and then you have some controls to go through the digital gauge cluster. So you can look at all of this information, just depending on what you would like to see. And then you have the head-up display. So currently it's showing distance till empty, what gear you're in, miles per hour, outside temperature, and the time as well. And then you can also pull up some different displays as needed. Now there's some pedal adjustments. There's also your liftgate release, all of your headlight adjustments, dimmer switches, a really cool wooden trim accent over on that left side. And then right in the middle with the large infotainment system, this is very similar to what you would see on Ford models, where you have all the presets in this lower section, so you can go through all this information. You have favorites that you can configure, along with apps like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, various settings that you can get into to set all of this up as needed, and then a few features. Now there's also the split screen, so you can always get into this information on the right side and still have info on the left. There's also a shortcut to the camera system. So right now we're looking at the forward-facing camera, where you have a few different angles. If I put this into reverse, which is down below, now we have the backup camera with those same angles. There's also neutral, drive, and then park. And then you have power and volume tuning, a few other adjustments right in the middle. And then there's the heated and ventilated seat adjustments, temperature controls, fan speed in the middle, along with your menu for the AC. You can even get into your heated steering wheel. And then you do have a control to get into the rear, so you can adjust those as needed. Now underneath these wood trim accents, you have cup holders on one side with some storage, and then wireless charging and some auxiliaries on the other. There's also the e-brake, auto hold, and the engine start stop, parallel parking, and then a few different driving modes. This will also configure the four-wheel drive system automatically, depending on the driving mode that you set it to. Now you have the armrests, along with some more storage in the center armrest there. You have a lot of storage hidden down below. And then there's even more storage in the glove box there. There's a rear view mirror, the sunglass holder is up top. There's the touch sensitive dome lights, as well as your sunshade and sunroof adjustments. And then here's a look at visibility. It's a long vehicle, but you can still see around, and you have the camera angles if you need a little bit extra view. And with it in sport mode, still second gear, here we go. And nice acceleration, we are up to speed. So the paddles are pretty responsive if and when you need to use them. And then as I let off of the paddles, it will default back into the normal driving mode. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the Lincoln Navigator L. Definitely a beautiful interior. This is a vehicle that you can definitely daily drive. It's going to give you the comfort. Basically, you're getting a luxury vehicle without, it's still going to have that luxury cost to it, being 6 figures. But you can get into a vehicle if you're not interested in other brands like an Audi or Mercedes. You want something that is going to be a little bit larger. This is going to be more on par with like a Cadillac Escalade or something of that size. So if you're looking for a vehicle like that, this is definitely a top contender for what you get for the cost. Now, obviously, with the black label, you're going to have more on the higher trim level, and as far as being the L as well, it's going to cost a little bit more than a normal Navigator. So you don't have to get the L version, which is basically the long wheelbase or the longer version compared to a non-L. So again, just depending on your budget and what you would like to spend. And then as far as maneuverability goes, this is a very tight steering. So it's pretty impressive, again, for its size and what you can do. But that is going to wrap it up for the 2024 Lincoln Navigator L Black Label. Once again, a huge shout out to Carolina Auto Direct for providing this jumbo SUV for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.